Alright guys, welcome back to Strong Successful Male. So for today, I'm going to go over an email that was sent from a subscriber. It's from a guy who definitely has a whole lot of drama going on in his personal life. A whole lot of drama that came about from a, wait for it, crazy ex. And you're going to see in this story, guys, how this ex, definitely crazy, and he did the right thing by kicking her to the curb, but she just wouldn't go away. And then started dating his brother. And then bringing a whole lot of drama into his own family life, and one thing after another, and you're going to see where I go with this. I don't want to reveal too much in the beginning. But the overwhelming theme of this video, guys, for the lesson aspect, is how you need to do everything you can to keep drama out of your life. All areas of your life, your work life and your personal life. And if you guys are going to have the kind of lives I know you guys want, where you're happy and fulfilled and successful and doing well for yourself and at peace, you got to cut people out of your life that are going to bring drama into it. And that also includes family sometimes. And you're going to see here in this story, this guy's at a crossroads what to do. And you'll see more as I get into it. As well as there'll be refreshing themes of bros before garden tools. And the hot crazy scale and what it can do to a guy and come back to bite him in the butt if he doesn't cut that off early on. So a lot of important lessons, but mainly the drama and how you can't let it into your life, guys. And if it starts oozing in, you got to cut off right away. And also, especially like I said a moment ago, even if it's family, because you don't need this and it's only going to bring you misery. So it starts off, he says, hello SSM. I'm a big fan of your channel and your content got me through this mess of a year. Good, I'm glad to hear that, man. The words that you preach may offend a lot of people, but it's the ugly truth that they don't want to hear. Amen to that. It definitely does offend quite a few. I want to share my current state of affairs with you, and hopefully you and your community can help me sort some things out. Apologies in advance, as English is not my native language. If I had $1 for every time I heard that these days from the emails you guys send me, I could probably stack that away and probably retire pretty soon. So guys, he's looking for help from me and the community. So this is going to be an audience participation here. So get ready to type away in the comment section as you hear this story, and also at the end. There's a brother in need, and he needs us. He says, for a bit of a backstory, I'm a 32-year-old guy who used to casually date often a couple of years ago. I would go out on maybe 3 to 4 hookups in a week, and most of the time I never see the women I slept with again. Well, you're a busy man. I hope those 3 to 4 a week, you weren't paying a lot of money for the get-together prior to that, or you're going to be flat broke. However, there was this one chick named Leah. We clicked, so I decided to date her for a couple of months, but I quickly ended regretting it when she started to act like a wacko. Ah, Leah, the one you clicked with. Translation, she was hot. That's what when a guy says, oh, we clicked, that's because she's hot. And probably freaky in the sack too. And no surprise, as he says here, a bit of a wacko. Hot crazy scale. She would go through my phone / emails and block messages from other females, which caused me to miss a major work meeting due to the sender being a female colleague. I stayed with her because she was attractive, effed like a P-star, and was very fun to be around, but I would soon come to regret it. What did I tell you about her being hot? And effing like a P-star in his words. I'm speaking in code here. And of course, here come the sirens to come bust SSM with his ugly truth. Honest to God. Anyhow, yeah, what'd I say? Hot crazy scale. And you learn to regret it. The breaking point happened when she had a meltdown when I decided to not bring her on a family-only trip. She screamed and started to mess up my apartment, so I promptly threw her out along with her things. What does it say when you didn't want to take your girl to a family, literally not the one you bring home to mom and dad, right? And this is one that you got involved with and took in your place. It should have been the opposite, where it should have been a one and done like the girls you were hooking up with. You know, you probably went to their place so you could quickly bail. She tried to gain sympathy over social media, but no one was on her side. When she realized this, she started to make self-hating posts to try to bait me into talking to her, but I made sure that she understood that we had broken up for good. Leah did not take the breakup well and started to stalk me and try to get me to forgive her. She sent me letters daily, at least 100 texts every damn day, and even tried to enter my apartment. 100 texts a day. Why don't you block her, dude? And if she tried you from another phone, block that one too. And if it got to be a real problem, restraining order. This is psycho. Again, all that fun you had in the sack with this hot girl, it's not worth it compared to what you're dealing with this part of the story and what this guy deals with later on in the story. At that point, I should have gotten a restraining order, you think? But I had the I don't give a crap attitude towards her, so I just ignored all her actions. Well, you can have an I don't give a crap attitude, but if she's disrupting your life with the constant bombardment of texts, amongst many other things, social media drama and all that, notice drama being the key word here, you should have done what you had to do. But, okay, the past is the past, now you know. She grew desperate to see me again, so she started to date my younger brother, Alex. I warned him about her, but he was either too dumb or ignorant to realize her true intentions because he just waved all my warnings off as me being jealous. Hey, what about bros before, right? A brother doesn't go after or date his brother, I mean literally family, ex-girlfriend, as well as same thing going with friends. Where the hell's the loyalty? What a load of bullshit. And so I would say here, he's deserving already what he gets. And you're going to see what this younger brother gets. You don't do that. It's not cool. I don't care if even your brother, your blood brother, or just a friend that you call a brother, gives you his blessing. You still don't do that. Okay? Not cool. Alex was the youngest in my family. He got the most attention from my parents, and he grew up pretty sheltered. Because he was super sheltered, he never took care of himself. He says not once ever went to a gym or cared about his appearance, and was very shy, so he never had any luck with the gals. Alex even had a incel phase, which led to a male effiness phase, but I'll leave that up to your imagination. Oh boy. So it sounds like he was favored by the parents, so he was spoiled. Okay? And now all of a sudden he's getting attention from this girl, and you said that she's pretty, and doesn't listen to what you have to say. Aside from the fact that he's breaking the bro code, you don't date your brother's ex, especially when your brother's telling you how much trouble she is, he's still doing it anyway. So, already I can tell you, bro, because you're looking, I know you're looking for my help as you end the story here. Your brother already has begun digging his own grave. He broke the code, you warned him, you tried. So what happens to him is already on him. As a grown-ass man, should accept his responsibilities and deal with the repercussions of his actions. But if he's the youngest, and obviously spoiled, he's probably not used to that. It goes on, guys. And if you think there's drama now, that we haven't gotten close to the drama that's going to happen to this guy. So, when Leah started to actively pursue him, his ego went into overdrive and he was blinded by love. After about 3 months of dating, he proposed to her, despite her being a horrible girlfriend to him, and he says in parentheses, always talking down to him and correcting him. Ah, one of those types. Proposed after 3 months. While my parents love Leah, mostly due to them being happy for my brother, my older sister absolutely hated her, and she saw that Leah was only dating Alex to get to me. That's exactly what it was. I don't know if it was to get you back, but at least to stick it to you. And your older sister obviously can see through her BS because she's a woman, and she could see through all of it. You think they care? But your parents, again, they want their little spoiled, sweet, innocent younger brother, child to have someone, so they're blind to it. Alex and Leah got hitched right up before the pandemic happened, and the wedding was awkward as heck, with Leah continuously taunting me about how she's going to be in my life forever. Again, I did not let this faze me and just tried my best to support my bonehead brother. You shouldn't have done that. I would have been like, dude, this was my ex, and there's a reason she's my ex. She's freaking psycho. You don't break that code. We're brothers. Find somebody else. Okay? Not cool. I get that he's family. I get that you love him. But he is breaking that code. And I don't want to hear that he's younger. I don't want to hear that he's sheltered. He's a grown-ass man responsible for his own actions. Nobody's accountable anymore. There's always some excuse. Everybody has some, thing that causes them to not be accountable for their actions in today's world. That's bullshit. That mindset, that mentality's got to stop. Okay? So your younger brother Alex, he deserves what he gets. And the way he treats you, which I know is coming, You don't have to accept that because he's the younger brother and you feel bad. And it sucks because maybe before Leah entered the picture, you had a good thing going. But you don't need this in your life, man. And now the ex is taunting you. He says they've been married for almost 2 years now, and he's been completely pee-whipped by her, and even allowed her to try to seduce me a couple of times by saying that they are swingers and that she's allowed to express herself by S-wordly. What? I get the pee-whip thing, but now they're swingers, and now she's coming on to you, and he's allowing this? This is completely screwed up. Look what she's done. He's allowed this, don't get me wrong, but look what she's done. This goes back to you looking back like, oh my God, I never should have started dating her. Hot crazy scale. To my knowledge, they are poly, but I always told myself that it wasn't my place to judge. I'm calling bullshit here. Whenever people say, I'm not going to judge, or it's not my place to judge, come on, you're judging. I'm judging. All the brothers out there listening to this story are judging. Let's be real here. Everybody's judgmental. Even though people say, I'm not judgmental, bullshit. We're all judgmental. It is what it is, human nature. Now on to the main issue here. I had a pregnancy scare with a hookup last November. She got pregnant and I was one of the possible fathers. We took a DNA test. One of the possible fathers. Bro, you haven't learned your lesson here with the crazy Leah. Now you got another girl and possible fathers. You gotta keep that. You gotta be careful, man. We took a DNA test. While waiting for the results, I decided to tell my parents and sister about it. That was a mistake. While my sister was supportive of me and my decision to just support the child without marrying the mother, my parents, on the other hand, were insistent that I wed her. I had a big argument about it with them, and it ended with them saying that they would disown me if I did not marry the mother of my child. So, you said that English is not your first language, so I don't know what country you're from. I don't know what your culture is. They're all different. So obviously there's some old-fashioned values. And the old-fashioned values were, and in the not-too-distant past in this country, guy gets a gal pregnant, that's it. He's marrying her. End of story. Otherwise he's shunned by the whole community and all that. And how many happy marriages think came from that? Not many. Okay? Very unhappy, bitter, resentful couple stuck together because of the cultural rules and all that. You'd be absolutely out of your mind to marry this hookup who you're not sure who the father is because obviously she likes to have her fun in the hay. Of course you don't marry her, so good for you for not doing that, and it's not your parents' business. You know why? Because it's 2022, and you are a 32-year-old man. It is your choice, your life, and if they got a problem with it, even though you love your parents, and even though I assume you respect your parents, too damn bad. A man is not going to let everybody else bully him into shit like getting married and having him be miserable. If that's what they did, I don't know. If that's what they did, that's what they did in their day, okay, that was your day. And how well did that work out? They then spread the news from my family, and I was taking the heat from my other close-minded relatives. Back to what I was saying. You're 32. It's none of their damn business. The hell with them. Stand your ground. As long as you act like you're going to let them bother you, they're going to keep doing it. What I tell about drama into your life. You're bringing drama into your life. You brought in your life with Leah. You brought in your life with this chick that you're hooking up left and right. You got to be careful, my man. And now there's a pregnancy scare. More drama. So you are bringing drama into your life, but also you have drama from your family. And so this is the point, man, that A, you need to be better careful. I'm being honest with you. Because one of these days, it's really going to come back to bite you. But number two, all this drama from the family, you don't need that. Okay? How are you going to have a happy, fulfilled life, chasing after your purpose and just having a good, happy, content, drama-free life when you're allowing this? You say, no, family. I'm 32. I'm a grown-ass man. This is my decision. It's not your business. This is my business, not your business, which you shouldn't have told your family, but okay, what's done is done. Back off, or we're not talking. End of story. You got to have the power to cut people off. And a lot of people say, how could you cut off family? Family is this. Family a lot of times can be complete and total a-holes and screw up your life. You don't need that, guys. People will disagree with me. That's your business. That's allowed. But this has been my experience. And guys, I'm 44 now. I've lived long enough to experience a lot of things, see a lot of things, observe a lot of things, and I've seen ugly shit when it comes to family. I'm not saying mine. I have a couple people in my family I don't talk to. I think that's kind of like the case with everybody, but I've seen ugliness from other families and people I've known. And they put up with it, and they keep bringing drama and misery in their life. It's not worth it. Anyhow, the family's being a bunch of pain in the asses. As you guessed it, Leah freaked out when she heard that I was going to be a father. She sent me texts and calls saying that I had betrayed everyone and other nonsense. Now, how's it her business? Alex even confronted me about making Leah cry because of my attitude towards the family. The only person in my corner was my older sister and a couple of cousins. Well, those are the only people I would have anything to do with at this point. Your older sister and the cousins that are in your corner. If they don't have your back, goodbye. And back to your jackass brother. You want to talk about being pee-whipped. Here are more reasons for you not to have anything to do with your brother. Here are more reasons to let him, he dug his own grave, let him deal with it. Thankfully, around Christmas, we got the results back, and I wasn't the father. Probably the best Christmas gift I ever received, ever. And all the heat and arguments died down. Well, good. I'm glad you're not a father, but for God's sakes, man, get it together. Because one of these days, something's going to happen. Either you're going to catch something that you're going to have the rest of your life. I don't need to elaborate there. Or you're going to get one of these bimbos pregnant. You really want to deal with that? Be careful. Wear protection. Dispose of the protection. And the gals you get involved with, stay away from the crazy ones. And you knew something was up with this Leah chick early on. Be careful. We're all masters of our own destiny here, and you've brought a lot of shit in your life and how your family's life. But your brother, this is his fault because he didn't listen to you. But still. That is until Leah and Alex demanded that I give my sperm to them so that they could conceive a baby. According to Alex, he was infertile and wanted to have a biological child with Leah. So they were asking me to be a donor. Dude, I would not give that crazy BIT anything from you, let alone your manhood. I refused, and this pulled all the drama back into my life. See the reoccurring theme here, guys, with the drama? My parents don't see why I won't be a donor for them despite me being uncomfortable with having a child with Leah. Because Leah has put on the big show for them, and they think that she's the greatest thing in the world for your younger brother. Don't do it. Alex is beyond pissed at me, saying that I'm a cruel, uncaring person for not helping him out with his situation. I want to get one thing clear here, SSM. If my brother actually were infertile, then I would gladly help him, but this whole situation sounds really fishy to me. Me and my older sister believe that Alex is being manipulated by Leah again, and we really want to help him out. Your brother is beyond help at this point. You have tried. Okay? You warned him early on, and he still dated her, which was not cool because he was your brother. This was your ex. You warned him about how crazy she was. He still didn't listen to you. You've done what you could. You tried. You've been a good brother. The fact that you're still speaking to him shows that you loved him and that he was dating and married your ex. Because that is breaking the bro code. Not cool. So he's lucky that you're still speaking to him and you warned him. And I guarantee he's not happy. There's only so much you could have done and can do to the point that it's like, okay, you're a grown-ass man. You made your choices. Now you're going to deal with them. And it's not for you to feel bad. But it's also not for you to deal with all this drama. He says, I know my brother better than anyone else, and I know for damn sure he wouldn't have broken the news of his supposed infidelity in a more discreet way rather than emasculating himself by telling everyone it just to guilt me. As for Leah, there is no way I'm giving that woman my sperm. In fact, I have a vasectomy scheduled for next month, and whatever juice I'm keeping will never reach her. Good. Play it safe, man. What do you think I should do, SSM? I was really close with my brother before he and Leah got together, and now he's just making a fool out of himself. Is it too late to do something about it? There are a lot of people that I could live without and cut off, but I'm not sure if my brother is one of them. If you took the time to read this, thank you, SSM. Have a great 2022. Bro, I addressed this a few times, but I'll just say it again because you've asked me. What do you think you should do? He is a grown-ass man. You warned him. You made abundantly clear this is a bad news. It's a bad idea to be with her. She's bad news, and he didn't listen to you. And not to mention, he broke the bro code and he married her. No, got together with her and married her. Not cool. So whatever he's going through and how pee-whipped he is and drama he deals with in his life, he is going to have to deal with it like a man. More sirens. And that's that. And he will either just be miserable or they'll end up parting ways. But I'm guessing the way you described her, who she is, and she's nuts, she'll eventually cheat on him and break his heart, and they'll get divorced, and he'll learn a harsh lesson. And then if he hasn't burnt enough bridges with you, you can help him out then to recover. But if he has burned enough bridges with you, then that's on him. But you can't be... You described him as obviously being the youngest and sheltered and everything. Well, it sounds like you're doing kind of what your parents did to him. You're being a little overprotective. You're still sheltering him, even though he's acting like a jackass. This is a reason why he is the way he is, because of all this. He's the little brother or the youngest child, the extra sheltering, the extra treatment, blah, blah, blah. Spoiled. This is what happens. You've done what you could. Now back away, because there's just more and more drama entering your life. And I don't want that. And that's the message for this whole thing, aside from, watch out for the hot crazy scale. The hot crazy scale. It's real. Be careful, guys. And bros before you know what. I've made that clear. But also drama. Look at all those dramas in your life because of her. Okay? You thought it was over when you kicked her to the curb. She wouldn't back away. And then she infiltrated your family. And she found the weakest one, your brother, and went after him. And look at the mess. So... You've done what you could, end of story. And I'd be distancing myself at this point. If you need film, honestly, I would take your bro aside one more time and say, here's the deal. You lay it out. I know you're unhappy. Look at all the stuff's going on. I warned you. You dated her. You got married to her. It is what it is, but I warned you. And now you're making me out to be the bad guy because I won't give you my sperm or all this other stuff like that. This is ridiculous. Okay? You're not going to treat me like this. I'm your older brother. I come first before her. Let's be honest here. I know a lot of people say, no, the wife comes first once you're married. Well, she's not wife material. And you lay it out. You speak your mind to him, end of story. And pretty much say, I'm sick of all the drama. At this point then, you bring in more drama in my life. We're done. I'm not talking to you. You're on your own. And you got to lay down the law as the older brother obviously has to do. And as for the rest of your family, that just... Your parents sticking their nose... You should have told them about the whole pregnant girl thing. But it is what it is. But... them telling you, a grown-ass 32-year-old man, you should marry her and all these other things, then the family getting involved and telling you what's what, you're a grown-ass man. The line is drawn in the sand, okay? You treat me like an adult, okay? You're not going to talk to me like a kid. You're not going to tell me what to do. And this disown me thing, if you're going to do that, fine. But you don't need this shit in your life. No guys need drama in their life. But so many people, they get sucked into the drama because of family, okay? Family can be great, but family can also be a freaking nightmare, and you don't need that. So I would really take a look at your life, what's important to you. You said your older sister, and your cousins are cool. Okay, they're your family because they got your back. Anybody else is causing trouble for you? Whoosh, done. That's how I see it. That's how I live my life. That's my attitude. That's not going to change. And that's my message to anybody out there that deals with a lot of bullshit, whether it's friends, family, whatever. You got to cut them out. Otherwise, it's going to bring you down. It's already bringing you down. It's already making you unhappy because otherwise you wouldn't write this story. So, cut them off if they're causing too much drama. If they don't respect your boundaries and back away and treat you like an adult, you're done. End of story. And again, you did what you could do with your bro. He's a grown-ass man. He can figure it out. And he'll deal with it or he won't, but don't make it your problem. And the same thing goes for any guys watching this right now that has a situation not like this, but a situation or a dynamic with the family that's causing them a whole lot of turmoil and stress that you do not need. It's up to you guys. We're all masters of our own destiny here. We either allow this shit in our lives or we don't. End of story. All right, guys, that is it for today. Be sure to comment down below. Let me know what you think about this. Let this guy know because he requested the audience opinion on this. Let him know, guys. Open season. Say what you guys say in the comment section. Fill up those comments. The guy will read every one of them. Help him out. And guys, I've said before, if you got a great story or article you'd like to send me or share with me, email it to me, strongsuccessfulmale@gmail.com. If it's a good one, I'll definitely get to it down the road. I get a ton of these things. So just bear with me. I'll get to it. And as I've also been saying all week, if you're on Instagram or locals, check me out, Strong Successful Male. I've been making a big push into this year. Really want to make this sucker grow. So just check me out, follow me, join. Be great. And be sure to like the video, share with your friends, and subscribe. And I'll catch you next time.